Democracy means freedom, and freedom in all things. There are different rights that we have being in a democratic society that I want to touch on and talk about. Being a democracy, we allow other cultures and people to share and express themselves. The United States has often been known as a melting pot, which is a great analogy. We all come together to become one. This makes our country a whole and much more united than others. We have freedom to have our own beliefs and the right to enjoy our different cultures and groups that we are a part of as well. We also have religious freedom in a democracy. No one can tell us who, where, what, or how to worship. We, as the people, can decide that on our own. We are not swayed or punished for what God we believe in. A great deal of how democracy works is through citizen interaction and participation. As citizens in a democracy, we are required to interact and have an active role. One form of participation is by consuming and producing. Democracy is a protection of the human rights of all citizens. One way that this can be done is by having rules of laws in which the laws and procedures apply equally to all citizens. In a democracy, we have voting. Voting can be used to determine several things. One of the most important decisions that we make by voting is deciding who will be our leaders. Democracy is a means for the people to choose their leaders and to hold their leaders accountable. One of the most fulfilling freedoms that people in a democracy have is they are able to freely travel wherever they want. They are able to travel around the country and even the world. Because of this, people are able to help others, gain greater knowledge, and have experiences to build them up. Just like our country is a melting pot, I'm going to try and strive to make my classroom like a melting pot. No one of my students will be the same as another one. I want my classroom goal to be to come together in unity and create a democracy setting. The main way I want this to happen is by the help of the students. On the first day of class, I will have them help me create and set up the classroom. We will discuss, vote, and decide on what our classroom should look like, sound like, and act like at different times of the day. I will also have my students help make the rules. With them helping me on these two aspects of the classroom, they will all know what is expected of them, and they will hold themselves to those high standards. As well as actively participating in how our classrooms should be run, the students will actively participate in classroom jobs and services that will give them rewards. I want to set up a consumer and producer type of system in my classroom, and this was one of the best ways I could think of. With these three systems set up in my future classroom, I think we will have a good base to create a democratic classroom and a way to teach the students how to live, participate, and engage in a democratic society while becoming united with those around them.